mean, that's your reply to what I'm going to say. No, you're just going to say, like, no, that's a new untold story. Yeah, okay. Hey, is that story old or told? Fuck no, baby! It's a new untold story. A new untold story. It's a fresh, big untold story. A new untold story.
What you got there?
Maybe a little taste here soon.
Well, it looks like you already drank some.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't you? Why? You can see. Yeah, you can see how how you look on there. Oh, and maybe you lay on the bed behind us.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, Tyler, what's up, man? Is he in here?
I would like that. I'd also like him to do what he wants. Go to bed.
Talk,
Yo, yo, yo. Test, test.
Kyle.
Boy.
Just be safe and unplug this shit. Some of the ads.
Oh my god, I always forget about ads.
Well,
They suck, dude. They suck. I'm regressing to a 12-year-old with this job.
Why? What are you doing now?
Because I just like only do what I want. And when something is like slightly like off my radar of something I enjoy, I'm just like, nah.
Like an ad.
Mm-hmm.
Because
I just hate reading them because I love all the products that we advertise for because it's a collaborative process.
That's right. We choose them.
Between us and them.
We talk to them back and
but
forth.
It's just unnatural having to read their script and specs.
Yeah, you're right. Speaking of though, did you get any new Instagram followers?
I've been getting more girls than guys lately.
No. I got followed by Dude Wipes yesterday.
Ooh.
Uh-huh. I think the time is coming. Yeah, go to Dude Wipes.
Dude Wipes?
Because if they follow me and not you.
Dude Wipes doesn't follow me still. Okay.
Go to their follow. Yeah, you'll see me on there. They're following me, so that's odd. I wonder if they're going to try to get like a one-off collab or maybe like a Nick scented Dude Wipe.
Well, let them know.
But you're telling them to let them know?
Well, yeah, because we have an army.
Do we?
No,
I think the army is against us.
dude. Look at the drive-through line at the Wendy's out the door.
We're in Nashville, Tennessee.
They're famous for their chicken and it's 14 cars deep.
Yeah, and it's 9:30. Yeah,
That's what's wrong with America.
That is?
You're gonna wait 14 cars to get a baked potato?
I'd get the spicy chicken. But yeah, anyway, New Untold Story, episode 1, sponsored by Game Time, Kyle.
Sponsored by Game Time.
And that's an app. We met with them. We love them so much, and we really bargained with them, said, hey, we'll do the ads because we love the product, but we'd like to do it.
We actually talked to not them, but him. It's one person.
Yes.
One guy.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. And that makes it all the more amazing of a product that one guy is able to do all of that.
Yeah, what's his name? Shane.
It was Shane something. I don't know. I know he's the game.
He's the Game Time guy. But they're allowing us to do it PG-13.
PG-13.
So it's created by fans.
We can say fuck Game Time. Is that R?
Created by fans for fans. Game Time is now ticketed. You're allowed to say it once.
What?
The F word. You've really backed me into a corner here.
Okay.
They cracked the code on how to score deals last minute tickets. Kyle went to go see the Book of Mormon last minute. Use the Game Time.
My parents took me, and my mom bought the wrong ticket. So we had to buy a second ticket, and those are expensive, like hundreds of dollars.
Yeah.
And then somehow she like took it out on us.
Yeah.
So we didn't even get to enjoy like the Mormon jokes.
Yes. Anyways, the purchase process just
first off,
takes 2
don't
steps.
see Book of Mormon. Just go watch a comedy movie.
Skip the hassle. Enjoy the moment. You are right.
Yeah.
Plays shouldn't be a thing.
Plays aren't edited. I don't why like that takes the whole point of the comedy anything is that you can edit it to make it way funnier.
That's right. Yeah, actually, plays
are just like regressive humor.
Right. Like
if you're looking to laugh, don't go to a play.
I'm trying to think of like
the only people that should really go to a play are people who like are experienced in theatrics. Like a wrestling tournament. Don't go to a wrestling tournament unless you've wrestled and know the sport.
No, plays are different because they invented a better all-around thing in a movie.
In the movie.
It's cheaper. The acting's better.
And it's
you can hear
edited phenomenally to a point where
you
there are no
better.
dry or bad points. It is the best product.
I'm trying to think of a comparison. What is something that's been invented but the old thing is still used?
Mm-hmm. And still used like pretentiously. Like rich
calls and text.
Calls and
I
texts.
think those are.
But
point, Owen.
I think texts are less advanced than calls.
Yeah.
Calling technology is astounding. Texting makes sense.
Yeah.
Texting should have come before calling.
Exactly. We technically should just do everything via audio.
Yeah.
Because it's so much more efficient.
Since the last podcast, we recorded that the day we had to get dinner with our parents. Kyle, your mom sat down right across from my mom. And what was the first thing she said to her?
My mom gets frantic and she acts differently when she's in a new city. She's used to West Virginia, so don't judge her. She was being very morbid and it was embarrassing.
She was only talking about death and people,
all she talked about was death.
That
we
died.
had 3 different families, most of the parents of whom like never talk. It's a rare occurrence. So this was like one of those like on edge dinners where you just beat normal.
And your mom sat down and looked at you. She was like,
just
hi.
kept talking about death.
The first thing she said to my mom was like, have you guys bought a plot yet?
I know.
Is she a morbid person or is that just was that her go-to?
She looks at the glass.
What?
She looks at the glass.
What's the glass?
That's a saying.
It has to be half empty or
My
full.
mom, no, she like just won't stop looking at it and she won't determine which one it is. Which is worse than saying it's half empty.
But you can't say that's a saying.
No, she
looking
is
at
like,
the glass isn't a saying.
She's like an indecisive pessimist, where she's not even ready to be pessimistic, but she's not optimistic.
No, she's not.
Let's look at the positives. We're on a game show, which is my dream since I watched Richard Hatch, Tina Wesson, when I was watching
Covington.
Survivor as a kid.
Yeah.
Even the singing ones. It's amazing.
Yes.
In a way.
Yeah.
Right now we're in Nashville. We got lucky enough to be in Owen's 10th floor suite. Did you sit in the 10th floor in LA too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have an aversion to low floors.
Nah, you got a penthouse on both coasts.
Jeez.
That's a pH balance.
Oh my God! You can see you had 11 hours on an RV
It's a
show.
Childish Gambino bar. I'm not going to claim that. But I was in Nick, one of the camera guys' rooms, and he has a perfect view of Vanderbilt's football stadium.
Okay.
It's surreal.
Surreal in a good way.
Yeah, we got to see the Power 5 football stadium.
Yeah, but they're
But here's the kicker.
Okay.
Sarah Fuller is here. The quasi-semi-star of the 1-11 Commodores.
A little callback to our first ever video. Remember
I
that?
feel like you're doing. Is that like a move when I say something boring?
No, I just thought it'd be like a little Easter egg for the fans. I was like,
What are you talking about?
I was thinking you were going to keep going, and I could do that like as a little Easter egg,
Oh.
like in a Marvel movie or like the Prince's boner or the.
But I feel like it's like when someone bites into an apple mid conversations to tell like subtly or not so subtly tell them that they're being boring.
You were talking about a female kicker.
Dude, it's the most obnoxious food to eat.
No, continue.
Sarah Fuller is here. She's in the bathroom right now. She's our first celebrity guest. Sarah, don't be shy.
Is that all you had? Not all you had there? You had 11 hours on an RV.
You think that was pre-planned?
Yes, I know that was.
That was not pre-planned.
No, you could see the stadium. Here's the kicker. Wasn't planned.
Here's the kicker, and then Sarah Fuller shows up.
Pull up your notes app. Oh, you got a new phone.
I did.
Back to our parents' dinner though. Your dad kept on going to the bathroom, not to piss, but he would
Don't
hide.
talk shit on my family on this, dude. They all listen.
Your mom consumes everything. Your dad won't care.
My dad does listen, yeah, but what?
He would come out of the bathroom with a huge bulge in his pants, and he'd go to me and reach in his pants and pull out he just stole rolls of toilet paper the entire time we were at the restaurant.
Yeah, and he kept putting he was planting them in your mom's purse.
Yes, we ended up stealing 11 rolls of toilet paper. And we didn't know the restaurant. It was family style, but we had 8 people with us, so we ordered 2 of everything.
Mm-hmm.
Our bill ended up being $1,500.
It was so much. My mom cried.
Did she?
No, and it made me feel good. I was like, "Welcome to New York. You always shame me for my spending. This is what a dinner costs: $1,000, $1,500
Every time."
Every time.
And she cried.
She cried.
Did you let them see your apartment?
No, and that made her cry too.
My
options were, you can come see my apartment. They were staying in a hotel near mine. You can come see my apartment, and then you would just instinctively start cleaning it and crying. Or you can avoid that, and no tears will be shed, and that wouldn't be an issue. That's a net positive. I don't know.
But she cried anyway.
She did.
Did you apologize for
She cried because the bill was $1,000, and she cried because my dad was being a hooligan, and she cried because, well, I don't know.
I told her you got arrested in New York once.
No, yes. So she dropped me off at the hotel in the Uber, and then I did a second one because your apartment is closer to their hotel, and you apparently told her that I got a. You subtly said it in a way that was very believable, when you never said you were kidding. And my mom is very gullible and naive, and you didn't budge on that. You never said, "Ha, I was kidding." You never even hinted at that, so she thinks it's real. And so she pegged me with. I forgot to tell you about this because I'm just so sick of it.
No, so
because I can't even tell you.
I played it so well. Well.
Yeah. That means you played it poorly. You just fucked me. Sarah Fuller's here. She's still in the bathroom. I like referring to someone who's fat as fool. She was on the Fuller side. She wasn't fat. She was just so.
Speaking of fat, you guys had a Vandy versus Vanderbilt episode.
Oh yeah, we've talked about it. Yeah, picking up a girl in a Vandy shirt, waking up to a girl in a Vanderbilt shirt. I ate the apple.
The apple, no one knows.
That was a throwback.
To what?
Our first video was sponsored by apples.
Oh, that wasn't even. That was pre-podcast.
I know. Our first video.
No one remembers that.
All right, we'll see. What did your parents say to you? It's just pink lemonade. Did you mix it with it?
It's Pink Whitney.
Oh.
So I had a stomach ache, so I opted out of dinner. In my strategy for tempering it was Pink Whitney mixed with pink lemonade.
It's a double pink.
Yeah. It's not. Yeah.
No, it's a double pink.
Yeah. Like what?
Like shuffling your music and hearing money and.
I think Charles Gambino had an Ariel pink double.
I was thinking the singer Pink with the exclamation point and then Pink Floyd back to back.
We had a Pink Floyd joke.
We had a Pink Floyd joke as well.
It wasn't a joke. He was our real.
And he was always sunburned. I was one of the challenges that we're on this reality show. I don't want to say anything, but one of the challenges we had, I had to go down a ladder, and the whole time I was prepping on trying to go down this ladder coolly, and I did it very, very poorly. And I realized, you know how you said this was the least masculine thing you could do? The
heart with the hand.
Yes.
I can't even do. I tried to do it, and it looks still kind of cool.
You're doing,
I can't do
doing it badly.
Owen can do it very well. Owen, you're directly on the lamp. That was way too good.
That was way too good.
And I like Owen, so that worries me.
The least masculine thing a man can do is descend a ladder poorly. Because I went 4, ooh, and then I tried to jump the last 2 and
descending a ladder is the hardest part, especially when you
That's the hardest part of what?
I would climb the high dive, at Settler's Cabin, and that was fine. But then when I got to the top, I was like, I have to get down, and then I couldn't get down.
Wait, you wouldn't jump off the high dive?
I was idling on like the top of the high dive, and there's always a gap between the last rung of the ladder and the actual high dive platform, which is like terrifies the fuck out of me.
How old were you?
I don't know if I was wrestling at Kent.
So you were like in college and you got afraid on a high dive?
It was like one of the biggest in like the fucking
was it like one of the diving ones?
Yeah.
Why did you even try to do that? That would hurt.
I'm fine with jumping into water.
Okay.
I am not fine with risking. The hardest part is climbing the ladder, which has no safety nets. That's like that shouldn't be legal. OSHA should just shut down high dives.
Yeah, but like you're voluntarily.
They're letting like children climb ladders with nothing behind them, no bungees, no cords, no nets,
and it's concrete.
That's the hardest part. If they like temporarily let go, they can just fall backwards and die.
Yeah, they took down the high dive at Wheeling Park because a kid died.
I'm not like a NIMBY like old head, but take down high dives.
NIMBY? Is that an acronym?
Not in my backyard.
Oh my god.
You like set that trap for me knowing I'd ask.
Well, that's like a thing. I didn't invent that term.
Sure, but like you said it.
Good. I'm turning into like in my 30s. I'm gonna be the biggest cunt.
Yeah.
I'm already turning into like a fairy douchebag. Where like
a fairy.
I look down at people for like going out. I drink only for personal pleasure and not for social gains. Like I would prefer to drink alone and just like look at Wendover YouTubes.
Wendover?
Like he's like the guy who like you. I think you showed me some. Like talking about like the old like Burmese cities.
Oh yeah. No, that's old news for me. That was just a phase.
The Hawaiian highways.
Yeah, that was cool. The biggest fail. Yeah. No, I'm on to Serpa Design. He makes vivariums.
Vivariums?
Yes, vivariums.
I'm trying to think what that could be. Using context, terrarium is like a reptilian cage.
Could be.
What is a verarium?
Vivarium.
It's
like half water, half land. So
what is that?
Like frogs or turtles.
And they're like cages that you keep in your home?
He makes tanks, and he's the best in the world at it.
TikTok is the best app.
No, this is YouTube.
YouTube is better than TikTok, but TikTok is a great app.
TikTok I just use to discover things on YouTube, if that makes sense. I'll find something and just go to YouTube.
Yeah, like TikTok, you see like for people with shorter attention spans, like children, then the adults go to the YouTube version.
Yeah. Please, just what? I thought, do we have a second add-on, or we just have that? We just have one. That's a good sign, actually. Not a good sign at all. I've been hitting the pen.
You've been hitting the pen?
Come on.
And it's been affecting your drinking. We had a little happy hour schmooze fest.
Okay.
With fans.
Yeah.
And your performance was lackluster.
Of drinking?
Yes. Dude, you were drinking a Vegas bomb out of a straw.
I hate it when you do the high voice to me.
I know, but it pissed me off.
Why?
We had like genuine fans of us.
Yes.
People who came to see us.
Yes.
And I'm ripping shots, and they get you a Vegas bomb. You're drinking out of a straw.
Paper.
A paper straw too. It was getting all soggy, dude. It was. What was it?
What? There were no girls there to impress.
There were two.
Right, but there was Swaggy Filipinos there. I can't compete with Swaggy Filipinos.
Don't bring in Swaggy Filipinos.
Why?
Don't bring in Swaggy.
Why can't I bring in? There was Swaggy.
You were nursing the Vegas bombs.
There's no reason to impress girls if they're Swaggy.
Stephen Paddock didn't die for that. For you to just drink a Vegas bomb out of a fucking straw.
Oh, dude.
Jesus.
No.
Christ.
You
should get a job with the Raptors, huh, Owen? Nick should get a job with the Raptors. The way Nick was nursing those shots, or you should get a Hollywood role. Like Nick, but Nick Nolte instead of Nick Nolte. You should get a role in Parks and Rec. He would be, Nick, get off her, man. That's my girlfriend, and she doesn't want to fuck you. But I see what you're doing with the Swaggy Filipinos. You're trying to lure me in to talk shit on my cousin Jack, who is a Swaggy Filipino. But there is a true stereotype about Swaggy Filipinos that he doesn't fall into.
I'm sorry, you didn't want me to bring up Swaggy.
There's a lot of Swaggy Filipinos who
most powerful race on earth.
Who try very hard to fit into the cool NBA culture.
Yeah,
and they
get girls.
It's not him. They do.
Yes. I've had many a girl taken by an SP.
They don't.
Yeah, they do.
They don't.
No, they spit the best. They're Game Boy SPs. Thank you. I didn't check my notes app. Oh, it's not in there. I'm dying from this apple.
Yeah, what are you doing?
I'm choking on an
That's
apple.
ironic.
Why?
That's just that'd be like nothing you die from.
An apple?
It's like the old saying, like that's what keeps you alive. Like,
an apple a day.
Yeah.
And I die from one.
Just dying.
That is pretty ironic. You've been doing sayings lately.
You've been doing sayings.
I've
been happy.
What were your thoughts? Well, no, you haven't been. You got mad at me for telling your parents you got arrested. Geniusly. Because I said, oh, it's so like nice of you guys to support Kyle. Like, I think you paid his bail. And they were like, oh, yeah, Kent. And I was like, oh, yeah.
So how did that happen? Because she explained the whole thing to me, and it made me like really want to kill you. Because I know exactly what you did, and I know you knew that my mom would believe you. She's like the most naive person in the world, and my dad is the exact opposite. So luckily, she has that safety net of my dad to tell her, hey, like everything that everyone says to you.
Your mom believed you fucked Sofia Franklin.
that was the one silver lining of my mom's gullibleness, is that you told her I fucked Sofia Franklin, and she did believe it.
And what did she do?
Like, she got upset.
She cried.
So here's my thing. I remember in high school when I was like, I didn't drink, so I was never going out. I was never hanging out with girls, and like she made me feel. She scolded me, not scolded. She was like, "You got to get out and meet people." And then finally, when I start fucking ad nauseum, she starts crying. And then when I started like fucking Sofia Franklin in her head, she cries.
Well, your mom pressured you into getting a girlfriend. You chose a girl that just is like, she's now an HVAC repairman.
Sofia Franklin?
No, the first girl. I don't want to say her name. She's in a good way. It's a good job. Yeah, it's a great job.
Sofia Franklin is stripping for Rudy Giuliani.
Yeah. So, but anyway, yeah, we were in the Uber just.
Which is like she got like shit for that.
I don't think
if I was in a situation where I like could get a picture of me taken on a stripper pole with Rudy Giuliani in it, I would have posted that.
Would you have posted that on Instagram?
That would be my best post. People were like, that's funny.
It is funny.
People it's crazy how people like, if anybody else did, if you did that, LMAOs. If I did that, LOLs. If Owen did that, has. If Sofia Franklin did that, she's like this like whore who missed out on a bunch of money.
Yeah.
That's just a funny picture.
It's funny. Yeah, it's really funny. It's a good way to put it. Anyways, you have not been happy or in a good mood lately. You've been more angry than ever.
I said this before and I'll say it again. I'll say it again now. Anger is correlated with a general good mood in life.
That makes no fucking sense.
I said it before, when you're depressed, you don't feel anger. And you know this.
How do I know it?
When you're depressed, you just feel indifference.
Yeah.
You just, all you want to do is sleep.
Yeah.
When you're angry, you have a reason to live. It is anger is closer to excitement and happiness than sadness.
So you've been very close to happiness lately. You've been angry.
Mm-hmm.
We went to this like big truck stop today called Buc-ee's. Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
And everybody was so excited for it. They were all buying T-shirts. And
everyone's been raving about it for years. I've pictured it as this like Wonderland Emporium.
Yeah. It wasn't a Wonderland Emporium.
It was just like a Sheetz intertwined with like a shitty mall store.
Yes. And
burrito, but the food was good.
And you bought how much?
I bought $100 worth of shit.
Yeah.
I've been spending.
You've been spending. You finally got a new phone. Do you have everything transferred over?
Once you like really set in stone your suicide date, you spend.
Wait, what's your suicide date?
I don't know. I'm kidding. I spend money as if
your
I
mom's
had
going
a
to very. That actually had me
suicide
worried.
date. I spend money very foolishly as if I had a suicide date in the next 5 years. I don't. That's just how I spend. I don't get the point of like.
Why did you just choose 5 years?
Saving.
Why did you just choose 5 years?
Because that's the frequency and the intensity of which I spend money.
So you're all okay. So you okay?
I spend money not like I won't like throw it all at once, but I will throw way too much at one place like Buc-ee's.
Like Buc-ee's.
Because I was like, yeah,
just like that.
Mm-hmm.
Have you visited the Anus subreddit recently?
I actually got a new phone. Don't have Reddit at the moment.
I think somebody made a Grindr profile
I need to
for
look
me.
at it. They're getting funnier.
They're getting funnier. For you, not for me. Except somebody did get their ass beat. Crew dissing. So send more of those.
Dude, crew dissing.
Send more
I
of your
can't
bloody
stress
faces
enough that
in.
crew dissing is the best.
It's truly the best.
You have to try it, and again, it needs to be one person, and it needs to be a group of people, and all you have to do is pass them and look at them and say weak ass crew.
Yeah,
that's all it entails. And then what ensues after that is I don't know.
It's out of our hands.
Out of our hands. So like I don't know. Start like maybe work your way up. Start with the schoolboys or something.
I saw this one too. A missed connection. I saw Kyle in the Lower East Side the other day and said, "KB gonna have that."
He did. I remember that. So what did he say after that? I was very awkward after that.
He did this gimpy, open-handed fist pump and kind of laughed/squawked back at me.
I did.
It was sick. What did you do?
That is exactly what I did.
Well,
every time it's always like I go to like, are they going to do a handshake or a dap? And then I fuck it up regardless.
So what did you do?
And then I always
what was your squawk?
Then I always, once I fuck up the dap up, I always feel garbage, like god awful. And I always like do like make this like instinctive animalistic sound of pain, like ugh. And then like get way too self-conscious about how bad that went, and then I over-explain to the situation to them. I was like, that was so bad. Let's do it again. And they're always just like, dude. Like,
so he said, maybe gonna have that. And you just went.
He said that, and I got excited.
Your voice, I know it was higher than that.
And it got high pitched, and I tried to dap him up, and it.
Give me an accurate sound that you made.
It was. Let me just do the situation. With Owen. Owen's a great dapper. I'm not. Wait. Okay. No, say KB's gonna have that.
Yo, KB's gonna have that.
Oh, yo!
That's.
I'm usually better than that. It was somehow worse than what we did. It was so bad. It was so bad.
No, man, that didn't seem too bad. You want to scoot in? What else are you trying to do on this trip?
My voice just cracked. I gotta pick one. 18 or 30. I'm leaning into both. It's honestly like depressing.
What is?
What do you mean both?
Dude, I'm fucking old. Like being in a college campus I used to always like view myself as an extension of like what year of college I'm in, or like I'm just this much out of college. Now I'm out of college, and I am nowhere near the realm of college. Mm-hmm. So when we're like near Vanderbilt and we're going to Madison, Wisconsin for a happy hour, I'm not even like, I can't even say I was just in grad school anymore, which I was like in for 3 years. Now I'm just like closer to 40.
Yes. Pretty scary.
It's disgusting.
I mean, yeah,
I'm like closer to 40 than college.
I'm not, but that's like I was in college 10 years ago.
Yeah. And you'll be 40 in 10 years.
I was in college in 2011.
Yeah.
It's 11 years ago, and I'll be 40 in 11 years.
Okay.
Dude, that is destroying me because we work at Barstool and we do all this
college stuff. Yeah, and like That's the thing. Kansas, like, you were just a shell of yourself. You were not interacting with any college students.
I was. No, get me there, and I'm there. I can flip the switch easily.
It's just
when I'm in a hotel room with just you that it really like hits home that
why just me?
Just like being around you is just like
what?
I really should not be excited
for what? Aging?
Just anything, because you never feel excitement.
I don't,
and I still feel like semblances of excitement.
Yeah, I think I need to work on that.
No, I think we got to meet in the middle. You got to be a little bit more excited about things, and I got to be a little less.
Okay, I'll work on that.
All right.
You need to work on tempering. No, you don't have expectations for things.
No.
That's good. The sooner you have stuff.
I don't stress. I have terrible anxiety, but I've never stressed about like what's in the future.
Oh, I constantly do.
So you do, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I never think about like what's in a year.
Because we still have 13 more days of this, 12 more days of this, and then 2 weeks of rediscovering. Are you not like? Do you not feel a sense of dread?
I love the competitiveness. I love challenges. What I hate is team things. That's why basketball is the ultimate sport, team wise.
Well,
basketball, everyone, if you're in the game, you're gonna get action. You're always gonna be defending or in a position to score or assist. With baseball, I hated baseball. I love baseball, but I hated it because you never got a chance to perform. You were like I love playing second and shortstop, but I would go a whole game without getting a single ball hit to me. So I'm just standing there, and then you only get 3 at bats, maybe 2. Football, you stand at cornerback or safety, and like you might only get one person in your position to tackle.
Yeah, that's the best.
Also,
You're just standing around, and like on offense, like I was too small to get that much running back play, and it was just standing. Football was just standing around. Baseball was just standing around. Basketball was the coolest sport. I never played, but if you're going to judge sports on excitement, stop talking shit on basketball. Basketball is the one.
What about hockey?
Hockey, too. I just don't know anything about it.
Okay. So, yeah, this is a team thing we're doing. We can say that. And so you don't like when
there's a medley of team and individual challenges.
Yes.
And
how'd you do on the individual challenge?
No spoilers. I feel like that was a sufficient spoiler, but we'll see. I guess you guys can find out.
You mean that's your reply to what I'm going to say? No, you're just going to say, like, no, that's a new untold story. Yeah. Okay. Hey, is that story old or told? No, baby! That's a new untold story.